No, what? Hello, and hello everybody. Why do I sound like that? God. Hello, hi, hello. Hi. Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Roxane, and yes, welcome to my channel. Today, I decided to do a Q&A video because on my last video, I got a lot of questions, not only on YouTube, but also Instagram, asking me questions about my school. So I will be answering some of your questions today. I got a lot of the same questions, so I decided to put them all under categories so that I could answer all of them at once. Well, let's get into the first question. Why did I choose Korea University? I heard that Korea University has a really good media program. So I was choosing between either Korea University or Yonsei University since I was already going there for my language school. But unfortunately, the application period for Yonsei University had already passed at the time of my decision. I went to Korea Universities and theirs was ending in a week. I was like, oh my god, I had to hurry up to get all of my papers. Not only did I have to get the original papers, so my mom had to go through all of our papers back in Canada because that's where everything was at the time. She had to go through all of my stuff. She had to send them to me. We had to ask my high school to give me my diploma and my grades. But the thing is, I went to a French high school, which means that they didn't give me my diploma and my grades in English. So all of my papers had to be either in English or in Korean. Well, that was a whole other story. I had like 20 pages of things to notarize. I went off topic and answered another question. I heard Korea University had a really good media program, and that's why I chose Korea University, and because of the time limit. Why did I choose media, and is it right for me? Yes, it's right for me. It is perfect for me. In France, when you go to high school, you have to choose between 3 paths. And so I think I chose math. I don't remember. Anyway, I chose the route that had business in it. Saying that I failed my business class is an understatement. For some reason, like my entire family are business people. Their brains are meant to be business. But then for me, I'm just like, I don't know. I can't do anything business-wise. Originally, before coming to Korea, I was like, I kind of want to be a computer science major. And the reason for that is because I really, really love drawing. Back then, drawing was my life. I wanted to do concept art for video games, and I thought that combining art and computer science would be a really good major and double major, but I did not end up doing that. And then I think it was about a year or a year and a half into my stay in Korea that I went to a Toastmasters meeting. And for those who don't know what Toastmasters is an organization that helps you with your public speaking skills. They help you with your public speaking skills. And at first, I wasn't a very confident person, and the idea of going in front of a lot of people, it scared me for a while. And then I finally went to a meeting, and oh boy, did it change my life. Being up on stage and talking in front of people is what I'm meant to do in this life. Since then, public speaking and broadcasting and doing anything in front of the public or entertaining people is a huge love of mine. So obviously media was where I was meant to go. And if you're thinking of going into media, presentations. If you do not like making, giving, or doing any sort of presentation, media isn't for you. A lot of the classes that we're in requires group projects, a lot of creativity. You make a lot of things with your mind, with your hands, with videos. It's just, you have to like doing it. Well, how did I get in, and what was the application process for getting into KU? I sort of touched upon it in my first question, but to go into more detail, the application included obvious essays, letters of recommendations, your grades, your high school diploma. I think it also required all of the original documents, so be sure that you have all of those. It was all very, very complicated because I only had 1 week to get everything shipped to me from Canada and then notarized and handed in. If you have time, it's a very easy process, but for me, nothing is ever easy in my life. That also leads into my next question is, what grades did I have in order to get into KU? Now, I'm kind of hesitant to answer this question because it really all depends on not only on your grade, I believe, but also on your background, on your extracurricular activities, just your essay in general. And I feel like grades aren't that important because my grades were average in high school. That changed now that I'm in university. I study very hard in uni. On top of that, I also did international baccalaureate. I got the diploma. So I can't really tell you my grades in terms of A, B, C because that's not how I was graded. I can tell you for sure that it depends on your application individually. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I think it depends on your individual application and, oh, it highly depends on your major because I think this is everywhere. Science majors are very difficult to get into because of how competitive they are. Depending on the major that you want to get into, it really depends on what your grades have to be. The advice that I can give you is send in your application anyway. Like, you never know. Like, for me, people have gotten into my major and other majors with grades better than mine, worse than mine, same as me. Some people had the same grades as me and didn't get it. It's really depending on a lot of factors that I don't know about. To the people who asked me about the grade question, I'm very sorry. I can't really answer that one properly. Another question that I got a lot on Instagram is, did I need to know Korean? For me, whenever I applied to school, I knew Korean already because I was in the middle of finishing my Yonsei Ohakdang program. I was already about a level 4 of Korean at that point. But good news, I don't think you have to learn Korean, but it depends which major you're going to. Now, there's the Division of International Studies, which is all in English. Business is also all in English. So there are some majors that have only English courses. But then you have majors like mine where it's 50-50, 50 English, 50 Korean. So you can get by if you don't know Korean. And then there are other majors where I believe it's the science majors. From what I know, I'm just saying from like my experience and my friends, they're all in Korean. So it really depends on which major you want to do. I have friends that were able to get into KU without knowing a single phrase in Korean. Also, something that has changed in the past 2 years is the requirements to graduate. Now, for me, because I came in at a time when the new system wasn't implemented, I still have to go by these rules. I don't know about the new freshmen very well. For me personally, in my experience, I need to get at least a level 4 on the topic exam before graduating in order to graduate. I still haven't done that. I will get on that soon. What is my double major and why did I decide to do a double major in DIS? My double major is DIS, which is Division of International Studies. I knew that I wanted to double major in something. Business was out of the question. I was considering English language and literature and international relations. The reason why I wanted to do either or was because I thought it went really well with media. As you guys know, media is a lot of presentations, it's a lot of putting yourself out there, and having English as a double major can really help with writing scripts. It can really help with, the words that you use, the presentation that you have, really your overall knowledge of the language. But my first choice to get into was Division of International Studies, and I thought that was really good as like a complementary major for media, because media is also all about current events and how you feel about it, and in order to do that well, you have to know about current events, and international studies really focuses on not only current events, but the history of international relations. And it's a very interesting major. I'm really glad that I chose it as my double major, but I am having a little trouble integrating myself into it because I'm not entirely sure how the system works yet. I'm only in my second semester of DIS, and it's quite different from media. It's the teachers grade differently, requirements for each class are also different, and reading, style of exams, everything is very different, so I'm still learning about it, but I don't regret choosing it. I think it's a fun major. That's it for today. I hope I answered a lot of your questions. I'm not sure if I touched up on all of them, but definitely if I missed anything or if you're curious about anything else, leave your questions or concerns or anything that you're curious about in the comment section below, or message me on Instagram. I'm always there. I'll answer them the best as I can. I will also make a Q&A part 2 if I get enough questions, or I don't know, a different Q&A about my life, me, who I am, I don't know, about Korea. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you stay tuned for my next ones. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to head on over to my Instagram. Until next time, bye!